Hello everyone, this is Michael Joss75. Again, here today to bring you a new deck profile that I had just come up with a couple of days ago that I meant to record, but I didn't have the chance to. And this is for a light beatdown deck, so to speak. So, here's what I got so far. I have one Swordsman LV5, again, unaffected by spell cards. Cyber Dragon, the special summon if I go second. Have two Blade Knights. It has dual effects on it, so it's good to being diverse. If I have one card or less in my hand, then it gets 400 attack points, and if it's on the field by itself, then it can negate the effects of flip effect monsters when destroyed in battle. Two Rocket Warriors. With this, I can have it to where I don't take any battle damage, Rocket Warrior isn't destroyed, and the monster loses 500 attack until the end of the turn. The monster that I attack. Kaiser Sea Horse. Used to tribute summon for a light monster, so I can treat it as two tributes instead of one. Noble Knight Gawayn. I guess you pronunciate it that way. Gawayn. If I have a light normal monster on my side of the field, then I can special summon it from my hand in face-up defense. Freed the Brave Wanderer. Removing two light monsters in my graveyard from play, or banishing them, if you say. Can destroy a monster with attack higher than this card. So, if you say had a Jinzo on the field, remove two, it's destroyed. Majestic Mech-Ohka. I can normal summon it without tribute, but if I do it this way, it's destroyed at the end of the turn. Kind of a good card, just in case, I'm in a pinch somewhere. I need to destroy a monster or so. Then I just pull that guy out. Two Thunder Nyans. Downside of this is if I had non-light monsters in this deck and I wanted to use them, but I had the Thunder Nyans on the field, they would just be destroyed. But I'm going to try to run all light for this deck. So I got two of those in there. They got good attack points. It's 1900 attack points. Ninja Grandmaster Sasuke. Again, destroy a monster without applying battle damage. And that's if it's face-up defense. Future Samurai. The only Gemini monster I have in my deck. If I had a couple of more, I could have run them, but I don't. Gemini summon it to have it to where I can remove one of my monsters from the graveyard to destroy one monster on the field. DD Warrior Lady. In either case, if I attack a monster or a monster attacks it, at the end of the damage step, I can remove both of them from play. Soul of Purity and Light. Remove two the special summon, and during the opponent's battle phase, all monsters' attack points decrease by 300. Two Photon Caesars, or Kaisers. I'm saying Caesar because it looks like Caesar, but either pronunciation works, I suppose. Level 8 warrior monsters. If I normal summon or flip summon one of these guys, and I can special summon another one from the hand or deck. So I'm only running two in there. And then I have two Lightray Madoors. If I have three or more light monsters removed from play, then I can special summon it from my hand, and once per turn it's not destroyed in battle. And I've heard that on a couple of blogs and forums that Lightray Madoor isn't really that much useful unless you're doing it for, like, I don't know, XZ summons or whatever. But for this deck, what I'm trying to do is, again, it's still the concept of overwhelming your opponent with monsters. And after I go through the spells and traps, I can show you what I mean by that. So that's what I have for the monsters here. That's the monsters list. And again, like in the previous video, I have not done an actual duel for these decks. And again, it's just the first time making these decks, so they're not going to be perfect when it comes about. So hopefully later on, I can figure out what the heck to do. Alright, next card for spells and traps, Pot of Avarice. Always a common staple card to have in your deck. Return 5 monsters, shuffle in your deck, draw 2. Have 3 Mystical Space Typhoons. 2 Nobleman of Crossouts to get rid of the face down cards. Or face down monsters, I should say. A Monster Reborn. An Axe of Despair to give some of my monsters that boost. I can do this with the Ohka, the Majestic Mech-Ohka. With this, to have 3,400, it'll pop a monster real quick and do some damage before it goes to the graveyard. Book of Moon. Flip one monster on the field face down. Enemy Controller. It has 2 effects that you can choose from. Change the battle position of one face-up monster on your opponent's side of the field, or tribute one of your own monsters and take control of the monster you want on your opponent's side of the field. Sort of like Change of Heart or Creature Swap with a little bit of the sacrifice. Heavy Storm, destroy all spells and traps on the field. Dark Hole, destroy all monsters on the field. And Lightning Vortex, to destroy all face-up monsters on my opponent's side of the field. Okay, so now for the traps, I have Horn of Heaven. Offer 1 monster on my side of the field to negate in any summon. Normal summon, flip summon, special summon. I guess it would apply for Synchro and XZ summons as well. Spell Shield type 8. Just a counter for spell cards. 7 Tools of the Bandit. Counter for trap cards. 2 Sakuretsu Armors. Opponent tries to attack, I activate, destroy the monster automatically. Call of the Haunted to special summon a monster. Again, a good card would be with the Ohka fella. And just bring that back with the 2,400 on there. And then the last card that I have is Return from the Different Dimension for traps. So this is my setup right here. Now, I didn't do this in the last video, but I want to map out what my vision is for this deck when I actually try to duel somebody. So the purpose of this deck is to remove monsters in my graveyard so that I'm able to special summon other monsters and to special summon the Lightray Madoors. So of this deck, the only cards that can remove monsters from play are Freed the Brave Wanderer, Future Samurai, and Soul of Purity and Light. Now theoretically, with all of these together, I'm just double checking my count to make sure, I can remove up to 5 light monsters from play. So I have 5 light monsters I'm working with. The 2 Lightray Madoors would favor that. So I'm just able to special summon them onto the field. And then all of these other monsters here, the Photon Caesars and Nyan, just pretty much all of the other monsters that I have right here are up for removal. Just all of these cards. I would greatly favor from removing, just looking at this, the 2 Photon Caesars and the Ohka. Just these 3 at least having removed from play, I have some good offensive comeback. and pretty much any of the other monsters, like the Thunder Nyans, at least, because they don't provide anything else other than just, you know, if a non-light monster's on your side of the field, then it's destroyed. So at least having these removed from play can help bring these guys out. And then I would come back in here with the Return from the Different Dimension, and then pop this guy onto these and bring him back. And it's also, I guess, for a good strategy with XZ summons. If you want to bring your monsters back that you remove from play, you use them, and it nullifies the effect from Return from the Different Dimension, because technically your monsters aren't in play, they're used as a material for the XZ monsters. So that's my main idea behind using this deck and what I hope to achieve when I start using it. So that has been it for this video, and I hope that next time I come up with another deck profile idea. I'm open to criticism, suggestions, likes, well, not likes as in liking the video, but you know, what you like about the deck, what you think the flaw is, and what I could probably do to make it a little bit better. So I will catch you guys on the next video showing for my Yu-Gi-Oh! Deck profiles. And this is Michael Ja, signing out.